Hello, welcome to episode 16 of In the Last Remaining Line, where we tell you a vampire story. We're joined by Jillian, Katie, Josh, and Sai. We last left off our coterie headed north away from a field full of corpses, handcuffed to the prince's child,
Princess.
The
auspiciously referred to as princess. We've created a new title. The sound of helicopters in the air. They make it to Tyr's hometown and go immediately to their safe space, the Walmart parking lot. Tyr gets out of the Cadillac angrily, immediately ripping the license plate off the back.
I forgot I had done that. I have that. That's mine now.
Princess grins at her.
Fold it like a wallet. You guys, I feel bad.
So, where are we going? Are we walking?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Well,
come on.
we do need to sleep. What time is it?
I think it's close, right?
You are maybe a 25, 30-minute walk away.
And we have less than 2 hours till daylight.
Something around 2 hours till daylight, 4 a.m.
Yeah. We should probably head
That was
back.
a lot of time. We could cram in the last 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
We could go buy stuff at Walmart. We could
Yeah, we're
shopping
gonna need like
trip.
a UV protector type stuff.
It'll be great. Yeah, I'm sure we won't look weird in the Walmart right now.
Yeah, Tyr, I think maybe we just need to buy some Band-Aids for your face.
I don't know. Mary
Oh, I
looks
have
pretty
Band-Aids.
good. I think Mary could go into the Walmart and not attract any attention. I don't know why that she looks just fine, but
I
she
mean,
does. No reason for
I
that.
actually only have. How are my wounds? Oh, I don't have wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How could that have happened?
The magic
yeah, I
of
could
getting
go to
into a ride and
Walmart.
abandoning your friends in the fight.
Listen, we don't have
I
to
can-
buy Band-Aids. I have Band-Aids.
Do you have chicken bones and chicken feathers?
Why don't I? Are you?
Probably not.
How does everyone look? Is everyone actually looking injured? Except
Here's-
me.
I have a
bullet
giant
holes.
Oh.
Jorgen's clothes have bullet holes, but he looks pretty good despite that.
Tyr is
All right.
actively full of holes.
So, give me your
Yeah.
shopping lists. Let's write this down. So, chicken bones, chicken. I'm
Sounds
gonna
right.
buy some masks, some new clothes.
I think we need also maybe some unicorn Band-Aids for Tyr's face.
Unicorn.
Or just
I think a
anything
Band-Aid is gonna cover this up.
anything pink
We'll
and
give her a
furry.
mask. That's better. Like
Uh-huh.
it's almost Halloween, right?
I
Yes,
fully
we're just
lost track
testing
of
out
what
the
day it
makeup.
is.
Yeah, we should get all of that. There's probably like some fun Viking mask or something for Tyr.
You have 10 minutes inside there before I come get you.
You're gonna,
Oh, God.
you can't go
Then
into the
you
mall
need to be
looking
out
like,
in 10 minutes.
all right,
Okay.
Do we need
Sure.
stuff to like block the windows or anything?
yeah. Oh gosh, this is like a long
Yeah, you
shopping
should
list.
you should buy some blackout curtains. I don't have anything. I didn't
Blackout
Good
spend the
luck.
night there.
Well, anything opaque will probably work. So chicken bones and feathers, and a mask. Yeah, sounds good.
I need to sit back down. You're just gonna sit on the side of, like, just in the back seat, arm out.
Oh, we got out of the car and left the keys on the dash. I feel like.
Yeah, it's still unlocked, so Tier's just gonna
Oh.
sit in the back
Oh, that's
seat.
right.
Yeah.
We did
We're letting
specifically leave it
somebody
unlocked.
steal it.
Yeah, so somebody would steal it. Well, if I have to sit out here, I'm sitting in the car.
All right, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in. Let's not waste time. Let's go.
Have fun.
Do the I'm a person thing.
Sure.
No more golf kids.
Right.
They're the ones who followed me. Probably gonna be. I don't know. I don't think they're up at this time. Oh, they are, but they're probably in the club.
100%.
Yeah.
There may not be such a goth kid presence here in Black Diamond.
That's
You maybe
true.
Oh.
get the feel.
Honestly, you might blend in a little better. It's fine.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the Walmart.
Creepy.
That's ominous. I don't know if we should go in the Walmart, guy.
It's haunted.
This Walmart's haunted.
At 4 a.m., the Walmart is almost completely depopulated. Even the normal weirdos have begun to slink back to wherever it is they go when the sun comes up. Mostly stalkers in there now.
Hmm.
Mary, what would you like to acquire?
So,
are we using good old Jessica's credit card again?
Oh yeah.
No, you guys can't have.
What are we
Jessica's
gonna
credit card
use?
anymore. Does
What are
somebody
we
else have?
using?
You guys have cash, right? Doesn't somebody have a shit ton of cash on them?
Mm. Oh.
What happened?
Yeah,
What happened to our
dumb.
cash?
I have nothing on me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Iris, stop holding out on us.
They just need like.
It's not that.
40
It's not gonna
bucks.
cost that much.
Yeah.
I will replace it with money from Jacobson's coffers.
Mm.
Fine. I guess. I'll get out.
Yeah. Come on. Do you have a credit card? Is it credit card? Whatever. It's cash.
No, you're getting cash.
All right, cash then.
I'll give you $40. Good luck.
All right, that's probably enough. We're gonna have to do like thrift shopping. It's gonna
It's
be.
Walmart. What else
like
could you consider it?
5 sleeping bags.
Yeah. Listen, I have like blankets and stuff we can put on the windows and closets, so we'll figure it out.
Okay,
And I don't need band-aids. I have band-aids at home.
sure. I mean, you look like the type to want bad. Never mind. I'm gonna go.
10 minutes. I'm starting now.
All right. So I'm gonna go to the Walmart finally with the cash.
With your 2 crisp $20 bills.
Sure.
If anyone else had been the one going in, I would have been happy to get my credit card. But
Mm.
Yeah.
Someone's still salty, as if it were an hour ago.
yeah,
It is as I described. There are only stalkers here. You can go. You can go. You can go purchase whatever you like. Sleeping bags.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Maybe some-
get the chicken bones and feathers first. I'm gonna get a Halloween mask. You get to choose like the cheap ones. You get to choose between a pumpkin, a zombie, and I guess like I don't think they're fighting.
vampire?
There would be like a vampire. A vampire.
good.
And yeah, maybe just some extra curtains, but I think that's it. I don't want to stretch my $40. So
Okay.
I'll pocket the change.
Fantastic. So you can buy like heavy curtains that won't go. I mean, you probably can't purchase. You can't buy much of that on $40 if you buy like actual curtains. You could, however, go to the hardware section and buy a tarp.
Sure.
Just a big blue tarp, and some duct tape.
We could get duct tape. You know what? I feel like I'll just get the duct tape. That's probably enough. Like if there's like cloth or whatever, we could just duct tape everything. And okay, fine. Let's get the tarp, just in
Okay.
case.
I'll give it all to you, and you can pocket one Andrew
All right.
Jackson silently oppressing you from your pocket.
All right, I'm gonna get out of there. Sunrise is gonna happen soon, so
Mary returns. A breeze kicks up the tarp behind her.
Got a tarp.
Tarp in one hand, heated chicken in the other. Heated rotisserie chicken.
Well, Tyr, can you lead the way to your place?
I think Tyr's been going like in and out of focus a little bit, just kind of sitting there and zoning out in the middle. Yeah. Let's go. Me and you up front, princess. And Tyr is going to lead them to her house. I'm not happy about it. Try not to look too suspicious, more than we already look.
Yeah.
The five of you parade down the main drag of a small town. At one point, you make a turn. The street gets a little smaller. You go from 4 lanes to 2, 2 lanes to 1, and you arrive at Tyr's home. A home not unlike Iris's, but maybe one that just wasn't built to last. Might have encountered a mold problem at some point that had to be aggressively dealt with. And most importantly, there is no basement.
Tyr, do you have a crawl space?
Do I have a crawl space?
You do. You do have a crawl space. It is it would be not fun to go there.
Yeah.
It is simply a cavity between the bottom of your house and the earth.
Nice.
We'll just roll up in the tarp and just roll under the house. Everybody come inside. Don't turn any lights on. Tyr's going to lead the way in.
You encounter the familiarity of your house. It is as small as a house can get. 2 bedroom, 1 bath.
Can you guys do me some favors? Can somebody cook down the chicken bones, burn them with the feathers? I want to try and see if I can siphon any of the money out of Jacobson's accounts before they get frozen.
Somebody's welcome to the kitchen. I need to do something about this, or I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah, I hear concealer works wonders.
I do not have that.
Just pull some out of my bag.
I do not feel like that's going to help me in this moment. But I just want to be in clothes that aren't covered in my own blood. So I'm going to go deal with that. Let's go, princess. Just drag the man through the house.
Yes, ma'am.
What did we find in the car? What did we find in the car that we left behind?
Did we leave anything in the car?
We left the keys, but I don't think.
Oh, we didn't. Yeah.
I I don't
I
think
guess
we
there's
could
nothing
anything exciting.
Yeah.
there.
It was just the guy that you took it from. It was
Yeah.
that guy's car. So
Oh yeah. Well, Jacobson rode the car, so.
It's
Oh,
true,
but we did loot Jacobson already.
yeah,
Mhm.
we have.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of good
have.
stuff
Right,
from him.
right. I have the phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone welcome to the kitchen. Don't set off my fire alarm. Open the window. Don't open the window. I don't know. I can't think. I physically can't think.
I'm not touching it. I don't do kitchens.
So, Mary, will you be cooking some chicken and spending your time with Jorgen
Sure.
as he attempts to
I
launder money?
guess. I mean, I'm not the best cook, but whatever.
This isn't about flavor.
Yes, we just need it burnt.
Oh, we actually want to burn it. That's it.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Fine. I can do that.
Iris, Princess, do you guys want a shirt or something? You guys are also covered in blood.
I probably should change shirts. Yeah.
I will find you my
guess.
nicest t-shirt.
Yeah.
That would be smashing.
All right, Princess. To the closet, also possibly the bed. Just pick a t-shirt. They all probably look very similar.
Great.
Does Tyr wear tap out apparel?
I would have to look it up to be knowledgeable. I'll leave it to you and your imagination.
Well, Princess is going to immediately gravitate towards a lovely Affliction t-shirt.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think we're physically going to have to cut our shirts off because, the handcuffs, but whatever. We'll figure it out. Just
It's
zones
a
out.
team building exercise.
It's a team
Yeah.
building exercise. Everybody cut your shirts off.
How are we gonna get it on? Like,
If you, It's just 10 minutes of them like, if you could push it through the sleeve. I'm sure Tyr has like one of those sports bras that like you can like pull the Velcro down to make them tighter. So she's got it figured out for what she's putting on.
Yeah.
We'll figure out Princess's life in a second.
so Mary is burning chicken bones and feathers. Iris, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find a t-shirt that doesn't have anything on it. Just a plain colored shirt. That's her goal.
I'm sure there's a plain black t-shirt in there.
That's
I
the
bet there's
goal.
one she probably hasn't even worn that much because there's probably just a lot of
Oh.
t-shirts and like
That's what I'm hunting
tank top
for.
in there.
The one that looks the nicest out of what's in there.
Yeah. This is my nice tank top. It has the pocket.
Yes.
Right here.
Iris, you find the only t-shirt that doesn't have anything on it. No community college insignia, no tap out, no nothing. You put it on, you pull the like bacon waffly collar over your head.
Mm.
You can put up with it for now, but this will take a toll on you.
It seems devastating to me.
It really is.
Don't tell me about it. Don't tell me my t-shirt hurts your feelings.
I will silently suffer and accept my penalties.
I'm not inflicting penalties on you just yet.
Just mentally.
Um,
It's just like that slightly itchy feeling. It's just a little too tight where I don't want it to be.
It's probably incredibly loose, at least in like the arms. Just
It's just really,
Well-
really not great.
I have to wear a large. I'm very big.
It's kind of like when you get a shirt that you just sleep in on her.
Yeah, it's definitely like a shirt you sleep in.
Super oversized.
If you had a belt, it would be a dress, probably, is the situation you have. I don't have any good belts, don't ask. The belt won't make you any happier here.
She'll probably spend some time trying to find a way to style it up a little bit to feel better.
Yeah, just in the bathroom trying to look cute while Tyr makes sure there's no more bullets inside of her body.
Yeah.
These were pretty beefy guns. Is there mostly exit wounds?
Yeah, so that's the great thing about being shot with a rifle.
Perfect.
It'll probably kill you because you'll die of blood loss, but you don't have that problem.
Lucky me. So lucky.
But there's an exit wound to match every entry wound that you
Perfect. At
experience.
least I'll take that. I don't know if I should clean them, put a Band-Aid on. I don't know what the fuck am I supposed to do? There's a hole in my face.
You stopped bleeding moments after you were shot.
Yeah.
So it's not particularly messy.
Yeah. Just a bit of the dried blood. My bathroom's ruined. It was probably already wasn't good, but I feel bad for Iris now being here.
Okay, I'm looking up cute ways to transform t-shirts right now, guys.
Yeah. Working on just how to be cute in ugly t-shirt.
I'm finding good ones. I will share whichever one I think is best.
Perfect. This will work out fine. I guess we should also figure out where we're fucking sleeping. That's probably important.
Do you have an empty closet we can just pile up in or something?
I don't know if all of us can fit in one closet.
There are 3 closets in the house. There is a hallway closet and a closet in each of the bedrooms.
There you go. I think we can split amongst those. Go into a corner.
The linen closet in the hallway will need shelves removed from it, which is a trivial task for a determined kindred. It just makes a mess of Tyr's house, is all.
This doesn't feel like my house anymore, I gotta be honest. I don't feel like I'm allowed to live here anymore. But somebody is welcome to try and squeeze into that closet, and if you have to break some shelves, you have to break some shelves.
So there will be one person who is solo in a closet all to themselves.
I can do it. Just
I think you.
Look at
Alright,
Jorgen
partner.
diving on that grenade.
You
So
guys are
you're
so
saying
selfish.
I would have to share with Mary? That's no. No.
okay, fine. I can share with Mary. You can have your own closet all to yourself.
Or
That
Mary
works.
could have her own closet.
That would work too.
I mean, that also works.
but
You guys figure it out. I do not care who sleeps in what closet. I'm gonna sleep in the closet that's in my room, though. Feel like I can claim a closet.
It's a master
Okay.
closet.
the good closet.
So we didn't address Jorgen and his
there.
financing.
Yeah.
So you access the phone as you've been able to do, and you see that his money is diversified across many different mediums, but it all kind of traces back to this phone. So go ahead and make an intelligence finance roll for me.
Finance. All right. Uh, 4 successes.
So immediately in the near term, he's a lot of money in an investment account, and you can pull money out of that, but it gets taxed, and if it's taxed, then it's tracked. There's the Bitcoin, which you could sell, but that just goes into an investment account. Unless you pull it out at one of those crazy kiosks. But he does have cash flow for his business that's just available on a normal debit card. And that has 40 grand available right now.
We're gonna take that.
Yeah, Jorgen will write down the details for that card and probably give it to Iris since she knows what to do with money since she has it.
Not spend it at Walmart. That's the answer, guys.
If you tell
I
us about the better shops.
Since this
Wow.
account has about 40K in it, that should be enough to cover our Walmart extravaganza earlier today.
Yeah, at least that much. Yeah.
It won't buy you a new Rolls Royce, but
It can at least get us a car that's not tracked.
let's hope.
We seem pretty bad at that. I can't promise anything.
And at that point, I think it's probably time for bed.
Is
Well,
there
time
anything
for-
we need to talk about beforehand? Don't touch my stuff. Don't turn on any lights. Those
Jorgen
rules.
just touches whatever is near him.
If my arms weren't full of holes, I would break your arm. But my arms are so tired.
Oh, when did Tyr turn into a vampire?
Wow.
I feel like I have to do some sort of roll for this.
I think you do.
I think I have to roll. What do I need to roll?
It's unspent willpower.
Okay.
Plus your humanity, you get 2 dice for that.
Okay, I have no hunger, which is rad. That means
There's
nothing
no-
to do with this, I think.
It doesn't.
And half my humanity is 3? Is that what it is? 2 or
A
3?
third of your humanity is 2.
No. Okay, guys.
We
I
could
guess I won't
just
say
shorten
all
that
of
up to think of it as 2 bonus dice for your humanity
it. Cool.
until you lose some.
It's gonna be a shame if I murder Jorgen right now. It's really kidding.
While
Well,
you're
just a-
attached to the princess. I cannot wait to describe that.
Princess might
Um,
help.
Oh, listen, Princess has to help now. There's no other option. 3 successes.
You stare into Jorgen's beady little eyes and know the depths of his soul and know that he is not worth it.
Let's go to bed, Princess.
I mean, I'd love to go to bed in
Uh-huh.
this lovely closet.
Uh-huh.
What? I understand you guys were on the cruise, right? And you declined to take the voyage, apparently. What is the plan? You guys just is this our new home?
It felt like Princess has been with us the whole time. I forgot Princess knows nothing.
Right?
It felt like he's been here the whole time.
It's one of the team. What?
I mean, I guess I understand. I'm pointing out that this is temporary, and that you might be embarking on a foolish conflict with a power you don't understand?
What do you know about the prince?
Lots.
Why do you know
She-
lots?
She brought me into this world. I owe her everything. She's like a mentor to me.
Okay, but we don't know anything about our whoever brought us here. None of the others. Well, I don't know if you saw, but there were others there. They didn't know anything either. I think.
I understand that many people do not have the opportunities in life that I have had. And I'm trying to help and correct that. Right now, we can talk.
Are you guys sure we don't want to like just stake this dude?
No, Princess is rad. Delirious. He's really cool. He's the best.
Princess is part of the team.
Listen, Princess, we've been living night by night, not exactly belonging fucking anywhere. And it seems you were lied to about where you thought you were going on the cruise, right? You said something about Antarctica.
Oh, I think it's Alaska.
I was under the
Alaska.
impression we were getting off in Alaska.
Yeah, I don't think that was the case.
No.
The ship was going to Hawaii before the raiders raided the ship. I think. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to be taken to one of those fun processing plants.
Yeah.
Well, after they
Yeah.
raided. But before that, even without them, we were not going to Alaska.
That's
So is
disconcerting.
that what your prince told you, that we were going to Alaska?
There was supposed to be a reception. We were going to be taken care of here. I was going to fling open the doors and invite you all into your new life. Just sequestered for a time.
It is a bit strange, like how there weren't anyone. There wasn't really anyone defending or guarding the stock. I mean, the supply, like the supply, like
Us.
no one was
It was us, yeah.
there to defend,
Yeah.
like to protect us or to watch over the ship.
That may have been an unfortunate oversight. I wasn't. I was under the impression that someone on the crew was aware of our presence, and they had instructions to let me out so that I could deal with any situation that might arise. But I'm not sure what happened.
I mean, it's possible that was supposed to happen, but the raiders came in before you were let out.
I was never let out.
Well, that's what we're saying.
Before you
Could have done
were
that.
supposed to be let out, I guess.
If that
Best
was ever
laid plans of mice and men, I suppose.
My brain's
I
working
feel
at
like-
15%. I wish I could be more help, guys.
I feel like there's something weird going on. I would think that if your prince were to, I mean, we were very important to your prince. Your prince would have put some guards there to prevent any raiders, and I think they aren't unaware that there would be raiders.
Well,
I feel like that would have been
Weren't
expected.
the raiders also in other containers?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're
I feel
right.
it's like a huge setup.
Yeah.
And if it happened, it had to happen with somebody high up.
cannot believe that my own sire would feed me to those animals.
How long have you known her? And how long have you been this?
Some 5 years now. Gosh, the nights just fly by.
Mm.
5 years.
I see we are children. Good. So, if you were us, let's say you're us, you're in this terrible situation and you do not have the privilege that you have been presented with. And let's say maybe you can't exactly go to your sire. What would you do? Where would you go if you have a place?
Everything that I have has been given to me by the Camarilla. I could help. I'm
So
I'm
why
very good with money. That is my profession.
why did you I guess never mind. Sorry, vampire brain. Don't know how it works sometimes. If you want tomorrow, I can give you some of Jacobson's bank accounts and you can make some of that money disappear.
Certainly.
Like not disappear into our, you know what I mean? Like not disappear into thin air. Just to clarify. So we could disappear.
Yeah.
I could do either, possibly.
I
could
don't
keep-
think we were ever properly introduced. Do you
I don't
have a
think
name
so.
that's not Princess? Do you like to be called Princess? We can keep calling you Princess.
I thought I would just let it go for the time being, considering I'm handcuffed to this charming creature. My name is Ashley Beaumont.
What did you say your last name was?
Beaumont.
Okay, I thought for a second you said like Belmont, like the
Oh,
Castlevania games. That would have been freaking weird.
You are a nerd, aren't you?
He's a
How would you
fucking
guess?
I'm not going to say I'm not.
So you have the right to ask these questions, Princess, and obviously it seems we don't have too many fucking answers, and that seems to be our situation half the time.
Yeah.
So
But you know more than we do. What do you know anything about the rest of the people who were put in the crates?
Do I know them personally? No.
Oh, I mean, like, what about, like, why were you there with us?
It was politically convenient for the prince. She was asking everyone to make this sacrifice, to make the same sacrifice herself, and send me away with the group.
Okay.
Why didn't you get out of the crate at all? Like, if you've been around for 5 years, you're probably strong enough to get out on your own.
Get out and go where exactly?
So you weren't aware of what was happening the whole time you were in there? Because you were awake the whole time.
I knew that I was not afloat anymore. Also, I'm not entirely certain I could get out of a steel shipping container.
What
I
do
don't
you
know.
know
We
about?
did. So.
That's true. We did get out of a steel shipping container.
I'm sorry,
I kinda just
Mary. What
figured-
did you say?
What do you know about Billy Walker?
He's a newcomer to the area.
Oh, that explains. He's like really desperate to prove his like worth to the prince.
He and his kind have taken on a role, and they are willing to take care of problems that others won't.
And what do you know, or what do you think of Jessica Sawicki?
An upstanding member of the Camarilla who often likes to speak her mind, perhaps
Oh.
unwisely.
Okay, all right.
She was pretty vocal about this being a terrible plan.
Seems right so far. The
Certainly
plan
hasn't gone
seems to have
well.
gone real bad.
It is difficult to argue with failure. And like you said, perhaps it was an arranged failure.
Do you know anything about, or have you heard anything about like people who are like humans are trading vampires for blood?
Yes, I suppose so. That many vampires died a few months ago, and they had servants who needed blood. When they died, their servants still craved kindred vitae.
So they're addicts.
Normally they're not dangerous, but a band of them became very enterprising. And
Very organized.
yes.
All right.
Well, I think you killed our leader.
Yeah.
That man on the bus?
Yeah, Jacobson?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Hand pulled up slightly.
yeah. He's shorter than Tears, so he can.
Yeah. Slight raise. Yeah. See, you started off on a good foot. Good job. I mean,
So do
Go
you have
ahead.
any plans for what you might want to do tomorrow, or
So I hate to break it to you, but I'll be upfront about my motivations. I desperately need to go home and speak with my sire.
yeah, I think we can arrange something tomorrow.
Indeed.
Um,
Perhaps you could all be introduced. We could just sort this all out.
I don't know if you could promise us that. The next night. It can't hold on to you forever, anyways.
I'm glad that you see it that way.
Yeah.
I don't need to be convinced.
yeah, I think tomorrow we can have some more time to chat. I think we need to go see a certain friend of ours, perhaps collect our things, if we are indeed going to go meet the prince.
Well, after we kill Bad Martin. Because I'm killing.
We do have some business there.
Well, we can't go talk with our friend until later in the morning. So
Yeah, we could go to Martin first. Highest priority going to visit that guy.
To quote Princess, I'm glad you see it that way. I very much see it that way.
Yeah, I think there's
Oh,
some
I'm
bad blood.
pissed. He took my car and gave us one that was tracked. No. This is not going to go well for him.
Okay.
No, it's not.
So map wise, we are far away from the main Seattle, and Bad Martin's place is at the outskirts of Seattle. Is that correct?
Bad Martin's place is in Tacoma. You are equidistant probably from Seattle and Tacoma. It's probably about, given no traffic, 45 minutes to get to either Malcolm's
So we're
Sports Bar
between
or
Seattle and Tacoma.
But yeah.
Okay.
I would say that in not the it'll probably won't be a factor because you guys are night creatures, but it's 45 minutes straight drive, but one way involves a shit ton of traffic and the other way not so much.
Yeah, I think we can make a couple stops tomorrow.
Mhm.
I think that's doable. And we'll have time to talk in the car. We can't
What
talk
car?
here tomorrow.
No.
Oh, yeah. We could talk in the Uber and make him very uncomfortable. We give him
I mean, Dorgan just can tell him to forget it all, right?
Yeah,
every 5 minutes. Stop it.
Just forget about it.
Just freaking out occasionally, like, oh, I don't remember driving that stretch of road. Weird. It's been a long day.
When did you guys get in my car?
How did I get to Tacoma?
It's just like I got here so quick. It was like that.
So you all are settling into the closets then?
Yep.
Maybe putting a little bit of extra protection around the windows, duct taping the tarp up.
Yeah. I think Tyr has one of those like door wedges. Those like little stick that you can put up under the doorknob. If I have one, Tyr has one. Sorry, only one though. For my bedroom.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So, Tyr and Ashley.
I was about to say who?
Who's
Already
that?
forgotten. I don't know who that is.
Ashley.
They both they step into the master bedroom's closet. It's roomy enough when you pull out all the stuff. Iris, Jorgen, you two are going to be real comfortable in that kid's closet.
Yes.
It's going to be cozy. And Mary, you fit into the linen closet okay after you've ripped out all of the shelving. It's just all in a pile in front of you in the hallway.
This poor house. It's seen too much.
It's just some light remodeling. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
The sun rises and the five of you go stiff as boards. Your bodies thud against the walls and kind of slink over into a corner. You do not dream. It's just darkness. And then it is night again. Jorgen, Iris, you're the first to emerge as you were the most motivated.
Well, at least that didn't last too long.
Vampires do not get sore, so got one thing going for you.
We probably really could have found a better way to do this, but it's fine.
Maybe.
I guess I'm not really that scared of spiders, but we could have gone into the crawl space with a tarp, but
You should have. You really could have done that. I would have been fine in this closet. Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Tyr and Ashley step out along with Marion. And we're all free. The handcuffs jingle.
Well, good evening.
It just feels like we were just here. Like there wasn't time to really think about it.
I just walked away and came back pretty
I
much.
just walked into a room, blinked, and came back out again.
Yeah.
That is indeed what it is like.
We were just
That,
here.
I like that part. That's one of my favorite parts. If we have to
That's the part
sleep,
that's
because
good.
you know when you're human, you feel every hour, kind
Yeah.
of.
I wouldn't mind having time to, decompress and think about things for more than a couple minutes.
It's got pros and cons.
So, what's the easiest way to get over to Mart? Should we get an Uber, a Lyft?
You're going to where? Aren't you gonna? Don't you want to talk to Odin first?
No, I really do not want to talk to Odin.
I should call. I think everyone needs a rouse check at this point.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just don't want to. I just have zero hunger. And it's so nice. And I'd like to
I
I
talk
got
to
it,
someone.
man.
I pass.
I passed.
One hunger. Mad.
Now it's gone.
Well, while I'm doing this, I'm going to start healing superficial damage until I get to 2 hunger. If I'm going to be at 1, might as well be at 2.
How do we do that again? Because I haven't had to do that before.
It's just 1 rouse check per superficial damage
Okay.
that you wish to heal.
Cool.
It
I
is
healed 3.
it is 3 rouse checks per aggravated damage.
All right. All I have is superficial. So
I'm not fucking with that aggravated damage right now. I'm just
Okay,
going
that's
to let
1
that be
hunger.
there. And now I'm at 2 hunger, but I'm down 3 superficial damage.
Not that I don't want to go visit Odin, but I think with the FBI and the cops finding shit in his field, I think he's probably going to have a busy day and might look
Yeah.
suspicious if we go talk to him.
I don't disagree.
Would he know what to
Also,
say
I don't
and
know
tell
what
them?
I'd say. So
We
but I
should
know what
probably
I'll do
avoid
with that
that.
Mart. I know what I'll do if we go to that comic shop.
I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so let's go talk to Mart.
If you guys are gonna beat up Martin, I think I'm gonna go do something else. I need to deal with my real life stuff. I haven't really done that since
Yeah,
No,
you're the only
waiting
person who hasn't gone home.
I kind of don't want to, but well, I have to deal with it.
Are you gonna be okay on your own?
I'll be on the group chat.
Yeah.
Okay, like which part of Seattle are you going to?
I think, well, I live actually in Seattle.
Lower
Right.
Queen Anne.
Yeah.
It's
So it's near where M Word is.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, we will send you a text message when we arrive in the same area.
It was just like
All right.
Macbeth. Like that's what I was dealing
Yeah,
with
you know
for a
what?
minute.
It's near where Macbeth is.
We got so many
Princess
M's.
know
So.
that we know Malcolm.
Yeah, Macbeth.
So, Princess, what do you think about Malcolm?
I'll just throw names around, see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Before I go, Princess, do you know about this tower where the Tremere seem to like gather around in Seattle? They
Their
own this
domain,
corporate building.
their domain is around the University of Washington. There
Oh.
is a tower near King's Cross Station that the Camarilla at large uses for many purposes.
Mm. They should buy thicker windows.
Cool. All right. Well,
I feel like they have enough money for better windows. It's just my opinion.
Yeah, they really should get better windows.
do you guys plan on meeting up with Macbeth afterwards?
I have
You're
no
bringing
idea.
Princess along to talk to Bad Martin.
That part, maybe.
I do not care if I ruin Bad Martin's life.
Yeah.
Princess, what can you do? Like, you seem to have like brain magic.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that. Brain magic.
Yeah,
Kindred are terrible at naming things.
I know. You're the noodler. How about that?
The noodler.
Princess Noodler.
It's like a super villain name. We can all get one.
Ooh, at least we acknowledge we're super villains. At least we acknowledge it.
I can I can make people do stuff too, but that's about as all I've learned. You seem to be able to do the same thing.
Ashley here can do some pretty cool stuff. You should have seen her take out Jacobson.
I am skilled at dealing with humans. Their will
Maybe
is
you
a
can deal with
malleable
Bad
thing.
Martin.
If he is mortal, certainly. Although I don't think you need my help.
He's
No.
barely fucking mortal.
Were you
slow.
ever a thrall at some point, or were you just turned from human immediately to a vampire?
That is the way for some clans. Not ours. I was chosen, and we don't waste time.
Okay.
Mm.
So you knew your sire beforehand, like while you were mortal?
She was an acquaintance at the time. I knew nothing of Kindred before I was turned.
Okay. All right.
Same playing field then. Cool. Just a
Well,
few years apart.
No, I think it's a little different.
I'm being generous.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead. You guys do what you need to do with Bad Martin.
Yeah, we have shit to talk about later, Mary.
Anybody who would like to may make a wits awareness roll.
That's
And
me.
then the bullets rain through the room.
Oh, gosh. I have one success.
Yeah.
One success.
One success.
I have 4 successes.
One. I'm glad somebody's doing something.
Iris, you get the impression that maybe Ashley didn't tell you everything he could do.
Mm.
And he just let the conversation go right past that. And it did. Good job, Ashley.
That's cool.
Why are we high-fiving?
It's all right. Ashley doesn't know everything we can do either. It's fine.
I'm sure it's fine. Feel good about it. As the person who will be closest to him throughout the night, I feel good about it.
Okay.
Oh, man. Nah. Iris is kind of in a mood. Princess, if you're going to be part of the team, you need to be goddamn honest with us.
Oh, shit.
Like, we've told you more than we've told anybody else about what's going on. You're just going to straight up lie about what you can do.
I'm wounded. What?
Oh, yes, I'm wounded too.
I would never
trusted you.
lie to you. We
Ah,
are part of a team now.
That is what I'm trying to say, and yet you lie.
Look, I have a dabble in other powers. Jack of all trades, master of none. Okay,
That's a good way
I'm-
of saying nothing.
I'm
but
not
seeming like
okay.
you're saying something.
I'm not always visible, and
So you
I'm
can
pretty
turn.
good at that, and its many forms. I'm good at making people see what they want to see, or what they not seeing what they don't see. That's really what it is. It's not visibility.
Kind of like what you
And-
did in the trailer. When no one else could see you but me.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Some weird faces you make when you do that,
That's how it looks to people who detect that sort of thing.
I mean, Iris is an artist. She could make you a sculpture of it. I think you'll like that.
You should know what that looks like.
That is true. I do have a lot of stuff to use up.
You remember the way it looked? It was hideous.
Oh, yeah. But none of them got to see, so maybe we should make it. It'd be fun.
So now I've told you everything. I'm part of the team. Are
Yeah.
these really necessary? Still,
So what happens when two vampires drink each other's blood?
Okay, god damn it.
it's a strange question to ask out of the blue like that.
We've been hearing it a lot, so it kind of feels normal.
Yeah, for us, it's not weird.
Mary's just thirsty.
So when a mommy and a daddy love each other very, very much, they drink each other's blood.
Is that like vampire marriage equivalent or something?
Or something.
Cool.
I suppose it is a lot like marriage in that it usually ends in death.
All right.
This guy's fun. I'm having a good time.
All right. Okay, well, we should get going. The night is gonna get old.
Yeah. We should call a taxi. We're not putting our cards into anything.
Sounds
Colin,
Yeah, I'll
the
take a-
yellow cat.
Yeah.
I've been doing this the whole time, guys. Get in. Get in these sweet taxis.
I'll take
Mary.
a cab too.
I hate to do this to you, but you have $20 in your pocket.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
That'll get you about a third of the way to Seattle.
Unless
Guys,
you told
can
the
you
driver.
get me I'm gonna need some money. I forgot about that I need money. Do you have extra cash I could use to get around?
Don't you have left what I gave you yesterday?
It's $20. It's like not enough.
Yeah, you kept $20. I think that's enough.
Can't you just tell the cab driver to just take you wherever?
Yeah,
I mean,
you have
I guess.
powers.
But like, don't you want to be like fair vampires? Fair fires?
No.
Not today.
I don't know if that's who we are anymore. And I'm not using this card anymore. We gotta stop using this card.
Give me the card.
No.
I'll take the card.
Ugh.
You'll take nothing.
It's not that much. The expense is not that much.
The card straight into the sports bra. No.
Okay, I'll find my way around.
Great. Let's go visit Martin. Princess, honestly, I hate this. Let me figure out how I'm feeling once I get to Martin. If I need full mobility, I'll probably let you go in a minute. I just need to think about it.
All right, take your time.
Thank you. I appreciate your patience.
So you all called 2 separate cabs. Is that what we're getting at here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The first cab to arrive is here for the 3 of you. See yellow cab pulls up. Driver. Where to?
Yeah, I'll give him. I'll give him the full address. I don't care if I fuck this place over. I don't need to stop a block away. I'm good. I'll give him
Let
the
it
full
burn.
Certainly, this is a fairly long haul.
We're
Yeah.
good for it.
All right, hop in.
All sliding in. Don't mind our handcuffs.
Are you doing anything to conceal the handcuffs?
Probably fucking not. If you ask any questions, we'll make something up. I don't think taxi guys could ask us any questions.
You all get into the SUV. It's got enough room for the 4 of you, I should say, and get up onto the highway out of Black Diamond. Highway 18 is what it is. It's very raised up. It's probably the tallest structure in Black Diamond. So when you take the on-ramp and get up, you can kind of look back down and see the whole little town spread out behind you. And there are 2 sections that are just ablaze with blue and red lights.
Ooh.
One is the Walmart parking lot.
How dare they not steal our car?
The
Oh,
the
maybe
other
it was.
the other is the strip mall where Odin's business is.
Oops.
Mm. I don't think I'm going to Valhalla, guys. Like, I've been trying to come to terms with that, and I think this is like, nail in the coffin, so to speak, We can't go there. There's nothing we can do about it.
It would just make it worse if we
It
went
would
over.
make it worse.
It would be exponentially worse if we went there. Odin is a big boy. He can handle this.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know anything, so he's not lying to them. So
Mm-hmm. I'm going to
Tear.
stare at the ceiling.
Roll.
I'd love to roll something.
Yeah. Can I get a composure? I want to say subterfuge, but if you can talk me into something else, please do it.
What am I trying to accomplish here? What am I doing?
To not have an incredibly awful facial tick when you tell your friends that Odin knows nothing.
I almost forgot. Composure. Could I perchance say that this is a performance because I get an extra dice when I put on a show. And I feel like this is putting on a bit of a show in the secret department.
Okay, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's going to come at a penalty, but you can roll it. And I believe it. I believe that Tyr has a stone warrior face.
Thank
That
you.
is the actual face that she uses to perform with. And perhaps that face serves her well right now.
Yeah, you got to put on the face of the left hook, you know? Left hook face. This is going to be the dumbest use of willpower in my life.
Do it.
I'm using a willpower.
So wait, I mean, so Jorgen, Iris, do you just care to even roll dice? Do you?
Jorgen really doesn't.
Okay.
I care. Tears, my friend.
Thanks for caring about me.
What am I
and-
rolling? What am I
And my
rolling?
horrible secrets.
A good old wits awareness. Same thing you did before.
Ooh, that's what we like to see. 3 successes. The best we can almost
You-
do, boys.
You need 4, Iris.
I only got 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think you're fine.
I'm so fine. Everything's cool. You can
I
tell
love
by
that.
my face.
That's so perfect. That like an absolute like CIA lie detector for Ashley, but the tears of bro.
I trust Tear more.
Thank you all for believing in me. Nobody knows anything about anything. Yeah.
I'm too distracted by the flashing lights.
Yeah. Look at all these lives we're ruining. Living the dream.
Let's go ruin some more.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one will be fun.
The taxi flies away, headed west towards the ocean. It's not long before you are whisked into the parking lot of the Game Matrix. It is completely empty. No cars, nothing.
Mm.
Are there lights on inside?
Nope. We're gonna leave you 3 there, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
Think about it.
and deal with Mary and being a fair pyre.
Have fun walking.
If I walk, how long does that take?
Oh Jesus! I don't know that you could do that in a night.
Can
walking.
you ride a bike?
You might be able to do it with a bike.
That'll take probably how many hours though?
Gosh.
Yeah, I'll hail a cab.
The thing is this place is made of mountains. So you gotta go over them or around them.
Oh,
Like even if you were just going straight there, like if this was Oklahoma and you just like go like maybe, but it's not. So
I'll take a cab.
okay, it is summoned. Where to?
Can you take me to Seattle? I'll pay you when I get there. I'm gonna meet my friend. I don't have anything on me right now, but when we get there, just wait outside and I'll get some payment. Okay?
Well, I don't know about this, young lady. I need to get paid for my work, and this doesn't sound like it pays.
How about a down payment?
This isn't like buying a car. Like this isn't. I don't have like a finance desk for you. Like I'm not gonna like.
I know.
Like,
I think
I know you. Like I don't know you. Like we're not friends. Like, this is the sort of
Yeah.
thing that I would do for a friend.
Oh, what's your name?
Adam.
Yeah, I know like 40 owls, so I'm friends with all of them. I feel like
Al?
naturally,
Who's Al?
Ab,
My name's Adam. I don't know
Adam.
who these 40 owls you know are.
Okay, well, I'm Eve. What a coincidence! Take me to Seattle. I'll compel him.
Okay. He is an unprepared mortal. Uh, he kind of loses focus for a moment, uh, returns his gaze to the road in front of him, and says, "Get in. We'll leave when you're ready."
Yeah, I'll go inside. There's there's a law firm in the kind of around there. I'll show you where. I don't know the address exactly, but once we get to Seattle, I can instruct you.
Of course.
All right. Let's go.
He gently accelerates, and you are taken away from this backwoods little town towards the gleaming lights of Seattle. You too, when you get up onto the highway, you see the same circus that the others did. Two blazing points of blue and red light. And I think that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Go get yourself a snack. We'll be right back in 10 minutes. See you then.
Poor Adam.
Welcome back, everybody. Second half of episode 16. Our fledglings have split up. Mary has gone solo back into the heart of Camarilla territory. Lower Queen Anne, Seattle, to maybe reestablish some contact with her former mortal life. And the other three, with Ashley in tow, of course, are on a mission of vengeance. I'm so proud of myself as a storyteller that this has come about. Just organically. We'll start with Mary.
All right.
He gets off of I-5 in the north part of Seattle, just before the bridge, and makes for Queen Anne. It's kind of the artsy district. Tourists go there. It's just north of the Space Needle. It's walkable there to get there. Boutique hotels, nice restaurants, McCall Hall, performing arts centers, theaters. And you were looking for a law office? You instruct the driver to keep going down Mercer as far as it'll go. Turn off of it and get almost to the waterfront, where a nice remodeled brick building is that you know very well. It's the law office of your acquaintance. And longtime friend. There's no parking. This is Seattle. He pulls up to the curb, eyes glazed, and puts the car in park, pulls the keys out, and just sits there.
Wait here. I'm so glad you agreed to this. I'll be right back. I'll get your payment. How much is everything?
His head just kind of like lazily looks down at the counter. Says $120.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go out of the taxi and head straight to the law firm.
Okay. It's very, very late at night.
How late is it?
It's not that late, I should say. Sunset happened a while ago. It took you it's a 45-minute drive into Seattle, but it's still early enough that stretched out into nearly an hour and a half getting into Seattle, the theater district. Is hellish. You and many tourists are doing the same thing. But it is well past lawyer working hours. But there is a light on upstairs. The rest of the building is dark.
Of course there is. I'm gonna go head up there.
There is a thick, expensive-looking glass door with a key code entry on it, barring your passage.
Is there a doorbell?
There is.
Yeah, I'm gonna ring it.
It's an intercom.
Oh, yeah. I'll use the intercom.
A familiar voice answers. You know what time it is?
Lydia, is that you? It's
Arda?
Arda. I
Holy shit! Come in.
yeah. I'm
She
gonna go in.
buzzes open the door.
All right. I'm gonna go in.
Whole reception area is dark. You've been here before, though. You know that you can get to the stairs. It's very modern, sleek. Law office. Her office is up the stairs and down a hallway. You could probably figure it out just from seeing the light on in the window outside. The door's open, and you can just walk right in. Maybe you should pause for a
I'm
moment before you do
alive.
that. You do not pause, though. Arda, where have you been?
So I was kidnapped. Anyway, hold on. There's
You
a
were
taxi
kidnapped.
outside waiting. I owe him like $120.
Oh,
I
really?
yeah. Can you help me out with that?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. We'll just get him out of the way. All right. So
Okay. All right. I'll just do that. Let me grab my purse. This older black lady in a nice blazer. She grabs her blazer off the rack, puts it on, grabs a nice purse. It's outside, shuffling angrily down the stairs.
Okay.
You go with her?
Yeah.
She grumbles the whole way to the cab, kind of glancing back your way a couple times. But she's efficient. She doesn't make small talk with the cab driver. She approaches the window, presents her card. He rings it up, hands it back to her. Artenusa, I think you officially owe me $140 worth of explanation.
Okay. All right. Let's go back up. This is a pretty it's top secret information. Come on. Come on. I'm going to pull her back to the office.
You tug on her arm, and she follows you. She has kind of an inertia to her. She doesn't want to be part of this, but the gravity of your long-time association is just pulling her in. When you reach back, do you touch her? Or just grab her
Okay.
sleeve?
I'm grabbing her sleeve.
Okay. She follows you back to her office.
Okay.
Have a seat. She motions to her couch.
I'll sit down.
Buttoned leather creaks underneath you. So what happened? You were kidnapped?
All right. So I was kidnapped. I was on a ship with a bunch of other people. We are gonna get taken somewhere. Have you heard about the news of that ship that got like marooned or something?
You were on the Red Dahlia?
Yeah,
You're an
I was on
eyewitness to
there.
that?
Yeah, have you been following the news? What have you heard about it?
That it was a bloodbath. That almost no one made it. No one made it off. The FBI picked up a couple of guys, and they were lunatics. No one.
Yeah, that's why like it's top secret. The FBI is like, I feel like they're on me, but
What? You didn't have anything to do with this, though. Like
no,
we'll just go
I'll
talk to them. I can fix this. That's fine.
I'll touch her hand.
Whatever happened on.
I am okay. When I was kidnapped, something happened to me. Like
You feel really cold. Are you okay?
so, do you know when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly? Like it goes in a cocoon. So, so like imagine the reverse of that, and they turn into a vampire instead.
God.
So something happened. I was kidnapped.
Oh dear.
I got turned into a vampire. I am like a corpse. I am not actually alive. I lied earlier. Do you see my fangs? I show her my fangs.
Whoa! She jumps back. Like
Yeah, it's not fake.
when you show your fangs, they pop out.
Oh,
It's aggressive. There's no way to like gently show your fangs,
oh.
or at least you haven't figured it out yet. Okay. I don't know how to help you. So
That's all right. Do
what?
you have more money I can borrow?
What do you need it for?
I need to like get around the city. I have things I need to do. Also, don't tell anyone else about this. You're probably gonna get killed or like drained. You know how it is. The FBI are on. The FBI know about these vampires. Can you imagine that? And they have not told anyone about it.
Mike is heading all around town, waving your contract at everyone he knows that knows you.
Oh,
I represent you. I cannot lie to him. I am a lawyer.
you can't tell them I'm a vampire. Are they gonna believe
I'm
you?
not gonna. Okay, I won't say that. I mean, but I did see you.
Right.
I guess. I mean, you're right. I don't have to talk to Mike. It depends on how far it goes.
So they've been looking for me. I mean, of course they'd be looking. Of course.
You're supposed to have a big show in like tomorrow
That's
night.
like, I mean, is it really tomorrow night?
It's tomorrow night.
Wow, the days fly by. They just fly by. I guess it could be there. Actually, you know what? Tell them I'll be there. Tell them I'll be there. If they ever talk to you, but I'm gonna show up. I'll show up.
Okay. All right.
I mean, just to honor the contract and things like that. I don't want to get into like legal trouble.
Could you
on top of
like are you like allergic to garlic and crosses and sunlight and like
Okay, sunlight.
have you been
yes.
drinking human blood?
Yes, and
Oh my God.
crosses. No.
Let's cannot skip over the fact that where did you get human blood?
You know, around. You just around. You know.
Traded for tacos.
Look, we traded for tacos. We gave tacos. They gave blood. It's like a blood donation.
Oh God.
Except they're more well fed. I don't think they give you. I think they just give you lollipops for donating blood.
Arda, promise me that you will not do that. I need you to
Do
not
what?
drink blood from humans. That's not a thing I can help you with.
I mean, if it's like consensual, like if I ask and they're like, yeah, sure.
Look, I'm not gonna.
It's kind of like a contract, right? You're a lawyer. You know what contracts are.
I think you know what I mean. Arda, okay. Let me get you some pocket money.
I can't eat anything, and I can't. The only thing I can eat is human blood. I think if I try to drink water, I kind of like barf it out. I don't know about this vampire stuff. I mean, I'm new. Usually, I heard that they have like elders help people out, but we didn't get any of that. And there's like this vampire mafia essentially that rules over Seattle, and yeah, they're kind of also looking for me. I'm in hiding.
Okay. I can help you hide for a little bit. Do you need a place to stay?
No, I think that'd be a bad idea. I'm good, but I'll give her my email address, Or yeah, you can contact me through here. Can you look into can you do background checks for me? You guys can do that, right? Maybe just one.
Yeah, we have some PIs and people that do that sort of thing.
Right. Can you look into Bianca Norwood?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, that's the
I've
name.
never heard the name before. Who is she? What do you know
Something
about
about northeast of Seattle. Well, they just gave us a name. I just want to know what you can find out about that name.
her? Okay.
I'll try my best not to get you into trouble. But yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Don't worry. If I pretend act like everything's fine, it's gonna be fine.
You got to get out of there. They're not gonna know. Are you what? We'll discuss it at the show tomorrow night. We might have to do
Okay.
something drastic with your contract because you can't go on singing like this.
Why not?
Okay, maybe, but you're not. You're not a human. You can't go out in the day. That's a big fucking
Yeah,
deal.
That is kind of a big deal. All right. If we got to do something about it, we should do that. I mean,
You're gonna have to have a hell of a rider on everything.
do you think we can do a faked death? Do you think that would be viable?
Oh my god, I didn't hear that. Okay, let me get you some cash. We keep cash for certain clients, and she goes into her desk and unlocks a drawer, pulls it open, and is trying to forget that you just talked about faking your own death. And is peeling off bills.
Technically, I'm already dead, so
I am not sure how to do that. We'll discuss it tomorrow night. Let me think.
all right. Okay.
She finishes counting and hands you a wad of $100 bills.
Thanks, Lydia. I'll pay you back sometime, I guess.
I will be sure of it.
Say, you were into corporate stuff, right? Have you heard of a company called Takeshi Pharmaceuticals?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've run into it before. A bunch of scumbags. Why?
Yeah.
They barely deal with pharmaceuticals. They're like a money holding company.
A money holding company. Right. Well, we were inside Takeshi Pharmaceuticals crates.
You're saying Takeshi Pharmaceuticals had something to do with your kidnapping? And all this
and the whole
vampire
ship thing.
mafia crap?
Yeah, they're somehow involved. If you want to look into that, but you don't need to.
Okay, well, that's a thing I can do. I don't mind taking a bite out of them. What? I don't know. Yeah, we'll do something.
Yeah. So if you want, I'll just. There were crates. There were a bunch of crates there. They seem to be involved in shipping vampires because. So did you know that when humans drink But vampires drink human blood, right? But when humans drink vampire blood, they get like a kick out of it. It's kind of like addictive.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're into. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it gives them powers or strengthens them or something. Oh, and werewolves are real, and magicians are real too. But Harry, I haven't checked on like the other stuff. So far, that's what I know is real.
Okay. Okay. I know. I know how to deal with this. Lydia goes back around to the desk again and opens another drawer, and pours herself 3 fingers of scotch.
Hold on.
See you tomorrow night.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll just get out of there for now. If you want.
Mary, you step back out into the Seattle streets. Do you have anything to say for yourself in the email chain? Do you have a direction, a heading?
I'm gonna need a new phone or find an internet cafe. Are there still internet cafes in 2021? I think I'll just get a new phone, like the cheapest. Well, I need to access email. I'll find an internet cafe.
Internet cafe.
Coffee shops usually have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, coffee
they
shops have
Wi-Fi, right?
The Wi-Fi is easy. You just be accessing it on your device, though.
Right, like they probably have some machine somewhere. Does anyone still do internet cafe? I don't even know if we do it. Because everyone's like, I'll just get a new phone.
If you want to drive all the way back down to like Federal Way, there is Koreatown.
Actually, I do
like
have some phones.
StarCraft parlors.
I just need to get some SIM cards, right? I just need to get a SIM card.
Yeah.
I do have phone. I do have a phone in my bag, so that's what I'll do.
Okay. You are able to acquire these things, and get to your email. Do you have anything to say on either your email or the group text before we pan away?
On the group text, nothing, but I want to check the emails for like if the FBI had replies or something. Or something to say to me.
What the fuck was that shit?
There is nothing in the email box.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write an email. Good morning, Ramirez. Oh, good evening. Did you like my little present heart emoji
Oh my
on the
God.
highway? If you found it, good. It's your turn to give me something. Period and send. And I'll dismantle my phone and take out that SIM card.
And never ever use it again.
Doesn't take them a while to write back. I'm not gonna leave it on. I'll check again in like a couple hours or something.
Okay. you have your hand around a warm coffee that you will never drink. And you remain in place for 2 hours, waiting for a reply.
Sure.
An hour away in Tacoma, the rest of the coterie pulls into an empty parking lot.
Mm.
And
I would like to know if like everything inside the store is still there.
looking through, it's kind of hard to see because it's all dark, but it looks like all the shelves are still there. You can see the front counter kind of as a silhouette, like a dark silhouette.
A dark silhouette of what?
Just the shape of the counter because it's
Oh, okay.
dark inside.
Of a small man who needs to be broken.
He's just there waiting.
Ballsy.
You can, if actually go ahead and make me a wits investigation roll. Are you using any powers here?
I don't know if I have any to use. I got 3 successes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Add your aspects to this if you would
Oh,
like.
okay. Yeah. That made it into a crit, so 6 successes.
Wow.
Pick a sense.
Sight.
The whole place is completely dark. But you remember at the back there was a glossy stand of a comic book hero, and it had a shield on it that was just polished to a mirror shine. And if you look closely at the very back, you can see that shield, and it reflects the tiniest pinprick of light coming from underneath the doorway. You watch it for a moment, and a small shadow appears in the middle of the doorway, as if a foot is intervening in between the doorway. A moment later, the foot shifts away, letting all the light through again. And immediately following that, the light is entirely occluded. Something large just covered it up.
Jorgen will turn to Tyr and say, well, it's not totally empty. It seems to be someone in a back room trying to mask their presence, but...
A coward, I see. Princess. He has no choice in the matter, really, but let's send this car away. We'll call another.
Yeah, we don't want them to see us just breaking into the store.
Yeah, which we
Yeah.
never do.
Never.
You guys sure you want to get out here?
Oh yeah, we're meeting some friends.
Thanks, have a good evening.
All right.
The jangle of handcuffs. Good night.
Tyr,
He looks at you strangely and drives off.
Yes,
can you
Morgan.
just open the door?
Was already making a beeline for the door. Oh yeah. I can open. I don't
There's
think
no
I
reason to try to unlock
can
it.
open the fucking door.
Yeah.
I would like, first off, is the door unlocked?
So as you're walking over to the door and dragging Ashley behind you, what? Why are we here at the what? I don't think they're open. Tyr, I don't think they're open.
Yeah, they're about to be fucking open. If that door's not unlocked, I'm gonna make it so.
It is definitely locked.
Yeah.
Not for long.
It's gonna open soon.
You know what? I think this, even though I think Tyr is capable of probably getting a door open if she try hard, but what if we try extra hard and just put some vampire into this, you know?
So I'll give you two choices here.
I'd love
There
to
is
know.
the human way of doing this, and that it's a glass door.
Step through it.
With the normal human tactics, you can maybe find something heavy, tuck it at a glass door, and smash your way through.
Just examines Ashley like he looks heavy. Just throw a man.
The other option would be to mechanically break the lock itself. That's part of the metal frame. That is not within the realm of human strength.
Okay.
And is much less. It's a lot stealthier.
Yeah, I am learning. I feel like stealthy is the way to go. So I'm going to Hulk out. And hope I don't get hungry or Martin's in a lot of fucking trouble. Or whoever this
It's
is.
fine.
It's not whoever this is. Okay. I passed my rouse check. Just barely. And then I'm going to break of the lock.
Give me some strength athletics.
I would love to.
Add your potence.
I will. Oh, it's so many dice. Okay. How many hunger? 2 hunger. Don't mind me, guys. One moment. And then 3 more. And then my potence. 2 more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
You wrangle Ashley like a purse. Just kind of like rotate you drag him up and just put one hand down on the crash bar and snap. Doors open.
Look at that. They're open, Ashley.
Just because the lights are on or off doesn't mean it's closed.
Yeah, it's
They're
not
just
Halloween.
they're just saving money on electricity. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yep, I'm going in.
Yeah,
Ashley and I are going in.
Jurgen will lead them around to the ostensibly where the door that was reflecting light was.
How quiet are you all being?
If getting the door open was not very loud, I'm happy to be slightly stealthy about it.
I'll be as stealthy as I can.
I can't promise much, but I can try.
Yeah, we can try it.
Dexterity stealth. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't a lot of dice.
Wow. I have 4 dice and 4 successes.
Ooh. I hope I can follow suit. 2.
Well, you're the last in the row.
Well, there's actually one that is even after her.
True.
He's like, Ashley, shut the hell up.
Just knocking everything off the.
If he's gonna be
If
a
they're
jerk,
open.
As soon as you say they're open, and just kind of slide in, Ashley is pulled behind you, Tyr. The moment he crosses the threshold, he shuts the fuck up. Puts his game face on, which looks pretty dorky. but he is
Guys,
he's
kind
not
of
really
adorable,
being
right?
he's not really being dragged. He's being dragged behind you. He's
Yeah.
not really being dragged behind you anymore. He's cooperating and
Oh, good.
playing the game at this point.
He gets it.
Invisible thing if need be.
You all slink straight around the counter and down the center of the structure, through the hallway of land computers. There's little bits of blue light that glow from the ambient power of the computers hitting your faces as you all slide past. There's no sound from the doorway where the light was. Why don't we get wits awareness checks one more time? People.
I also know of another room if this room is not cooperating.
Can I add aspect
Oh, yes.
to
Please add
hearing?
aspects.
I'm going to use a willpower because I
One
rolled
success?
3 ones.
Yeah, I was like, I had a 1 on the hunger dice, but don't worry, we had a success in there.
Iris, you don't have. Go ahead.
I have aspects.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you have heightened senses?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Pick a sense and add your aspects.
I'll pick my. That puts me at 6 successes with a messy crit.
I got 4 for hearing.
Okay. Iris, Jorgen, the both of you can hear it. There are distinctly 3 entities in that room.
Mm.
And you can hear a single heart beating.
Great.
And thumps, 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 and thumps, and thumps, and it is slowing down. There is a little bit of shuffling going on. And for a moment, a big scratch of furniture. Something big moving as you come towards it. Iris, the funk of this place is in your ears. You are a divine creature and you do not sweat, but the atmosphere in here coats to you.
It's really disgusting.
In your new t-shirt.
It's going to inflict your clan bane on the very next thing that you do.
No. Great.
just looking at their faces like they're doing that thing where they think really hard.
How many dice am I gonna lose?
Just one.
This one? Okay.
Jorgen will say, and like over exaggerate, but not make any noises from his mouth, but like, 3 people, 2 vampires.
Me punch?
Why not?
Looks Princess dead in the eye. It's 2 against 1 on the votes. You know what? We've always been about doing dumb shit. And
Is there any wood nearby?
Princess Ashley is part of the team and is going to join us. And we'll probably stay on the right team.
I'll put up a finger and then just ask like Martin's computer, which one?
I would know his stupid, gross computer.
Yeah.
So the light that you're seeing, and it's a dim yellow light. It comes from the door on the right of a hallway. So you guys are at the mouth of a hallway at the very back of the building. Straight in front of you is a fire exit. To your right is the dimly lit door. To your left is the doorway to Martin's computer and the fake ID processing center you recall.
Am I throwing hands or not? Just tell me. Because I'm hooked up right now. I can throw hands.
Let's do it.
What do you think, Iris? I'm just double checking.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wood in here that I could try to use as a stake against these 2 vampires.
There is wooden furniture around. Well, so there's.
Is the door wooden that's separating us from that room?
Yeah, it's. Yeah, if something incredibly violent were to happen to it,
Uh-huh.
And it's butchers, and I like grab part of the door. Got it.
Yeah, I'm going to give you part of this door as a gift from me. Gift
My
from me to
favorite
you.
kind of gift.
I am going to Kool-Aid Man through this door. Hey guys, this feels dumb, but I'm glad I'm doing it with you guys.
Poor princess.
Yeah, I'll try to keep Princess as far behind me as possible. And if it gets too dangerous, I'll just unsnap us and we'll be fine. He can run home to his mom or whatever. Ruin our lives or whatever.
whatever.
More than they already are, okay?
Wow, good for you.
Oh, wow, you made it worse. Ugh. I assumed it would only get worse. Me roll things for go through door.
Yep, that's gonna be good old athletics brawl or
Plus-
athletics strength. Sorry, plus your potence.
Cool. Plus potence. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. I was hoping for a messy crit, but that's okay. I missed the messy crit.
Here you sidle up to the door and wrap your palm around the handle and lean your shoulder against it and kind of feel it. It's light. This is the cheapest piece of shit door you can buy.
Now it's gonna be some free steaks.
It's mostly like particle board on the inside.
Really cheap steaks.
you look back for a moment, and Ashley's still like looking at you, like,
He's not giving me a good enough reason, so no, it's not going to work.
Just a no isn't very helpful.
Yeah, sorry, Ashley.
What are you guys doing? What's happening?
We're getting our vengeance.
We don't care who's in there. They're going to get beat up or we're going to die trying.
you don't really it's not a crazy use of strength. It's just doing the reverse of what a normal human would do, which is kicking the door at the door handle and knocking it through the jamb. But because you're not a human, you could do the opposite trick of holding on to the door handle, putting your shoulder up against the other side of the door, and popping it directly off of its hinges.
They're like, that's not how you open doors. That's crazy. It's all backwards.
You put your shoulder into it, it groans and snaps as the wood breaks free of the metal fasteners on the hinges. It makes a mess out of the frame of the door, and sticks go flying from that. But Tyr lunges into the room with a heavy step with this massive 7-foot wooden shield in front of her. Immediately, you've entered this break room, and in this dim yellow light, there are two figures hunched immediately, just in the corner of the room to your left, 4 feet away. It is a vampire feeding on a human.
Can I tell who it is? Do I recognize anybody in the equation?
The vampire is absolutely hideous. Slick
God.
skin, bald head, pointed ears, uneven frame, shoulders, wiry and bulky at the same time, wiry in places and bulky in others. An actual monster. A human struggles in its grasp. Roll wits intelligence. Yeah, it's got to be that.
Okay, that's not the worst. That's some dice. Three successes.
Martin always had this stupid gauge earring. It made him look like an idiot. He's a tiny person, but he had this gauge earring. And you see it on the lobe of this hideous creature.
That's fitting, yeah. I am going to go stomp on him. Now I know he's probably a vampire, a horrible monster. I don't know which. I'm going to go stomp on it. I came here to beat up Bad Martin. I'm going to go stomp him. Or just have a door.
So you have the door in your right hand, and you just take a step to your left and put your foot into this vampire. Let's do the roll thing, because that's what we do.
You need to roll dice.
Strength,
Too many of them.
strength roll. You don't roll extra dice on this.
I don't think so, but I'd give extra damage.
You give extra damage, yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't roll.
This is a living thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But I hurt more. Brawl, then 3, and then I add an extra to brawl. That's not enough for me personally. Another willpower. I want to turn this man to paste. Get out of the way, hunger dice. You mean nothing to me. No, that's better. 4 successes.
So then you do another 2 in
2
total.
points of damage, I think.
Yeah. You put your heel right on this thing's ear and kick it off of the human. Its head bounces against the sheetrock. That horrible face that you, now that it's looking at you, that's Martin.
This feels like better than anything I could have actually done to you. Like this feels right, you know? Like I still feel like I should beat the shit out of you. But this feels right.
His eyes, they focus on you for a moment, and you can see the guilt in his face.
Mm.
And he backs up, kind of pushing the human out of the way, further into the corner in complete fear. But his eyes, they meet yours for a moment and then go past you to the darkness at the back of the room.
Mm.
It's time to find out what Jorgen and Iris are doing.
Oh, cool. I feel like you guys got the shitty end of this deal.
Nah, it's fine. I'm finding stakes.
That are pieces of wood.
I feel like if they're small enough and I can put them like between my knuckles, you know, like people I try to punch him.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. It'd be really fun.
I love it. It's like steak car, but knuckles.
Yeah.
I think Jorgen would like to step into the room and try and put an eye on all 3 of the people in there.
I feel like we took crossbows from the incident.
Did we get a
Yeah,
cool
But yeah, I guess you just don't need, we just don't have bolts, so it's a moot point.
We have assault rifles.
I'm sure we would have kept them.
we would
In my
have.
back pocket. In my sweatpants,
Yeah.
1 assault rifle.
So you definitely have those things, and we didn't talk about that. But I mean, if one of you
It's
wants
true.
to have a duffel bag that is full of these things,
I think Tyr also wanted a duffel bag full of some clothes. So I feel like I would have a duffel bag at least. Now full of guns and some t-shirts.
so
Sure.
what is the disposition of this duffel bag at this point?
I think it's probably still out in the hallway.
Yeah, I probably do not have it physically on my body at this time, but it's in the building.
Okay.
Well, then instead of putting eyes on everyone in the room, I will grab a gun from the bag, just in case.
I'm still gonna try to punch them with stakes.
So Iris, you're stepping into the frame of the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
There's just not even an action. There are 2 or 3 pieces of wood that are long enough and sharp enough to function as stakes.
All right.
Not the greatest weapon, but if you manage to stick that wood into a vampire's heart, it will become immobilized.
That's the goal.
You mark the room well. Tyr stands in the center of the first third of the room, the most lit portion, holding the store still, what's left of it. And the creature you knew as Martin is hissing in the corner, kind of holding this barely conscious human. It looks like maybe one of the nerds that hung out here prior to, clutching it like a toddler clutches a stuffed animal. And you see, it's unmistakable, his gaze shooting to the back of the room. There's something back there in the dark. Give me wits awareness one more time.
Oh, but I lose a die. Gosh. Do I get my heightened senses with this?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Or you get to roll your aspects with this.
Yeah.
Just a two.
I also got 2.
We're in it to win it, baby.
I blame the loss of my 1 die because of the smell.
Is that too acceptable to you, Iris?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't have changed much. I re-rolled.
Tyr, you peer around the edge of the door frame, the door, I should say, and it's dark back there. You can see the back wall, but you don't see anything. Iris, you look as well, and you don't see anything either, but you feel that same sensation when your eyes sweep across the back of the room. They just kind of bump over a portion of it, a large portion of it. It's almost like you were looking at one corner for a moment, and you scanned the room, and then you were already to the other corner. Happened that fast.
You're a big boy.
That's a big something.
That's a big boy.
Maybe I do need a gun.
Well,
So
we
you're
know something's fucking over there.
I'm sorry. What did you do anything?
Jorgen was just gonna get out one of the assault rifles.
Okay.
Jorgen, if you want to start shooting at that wall, there's something there.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident something's probably there. You might hit it.
It's big. I don't
like
think
a
you can miss,
screen.
actually.
If I've got time still in the round, I'll open fire at the darkness.
Shooting at the wall.
Not this round, but next round.
Okay.
Yes.
It takes a minute to I don't know how you were handling the guns, but to load
Probably
it.
so safely, you
I mean-
wouldn't believe.
I'm gonna give you.
Didn't have them in the bag loaded.
You assemble the rifle and head in behind your friends. Martin looks up at you, Tear. I'm so sorry.
I don't know if you are yet, but I know you certainly will be.
She's just mad she didn't get to kill you herself.
I still could. That's not off the fucking table.
We do have a cage.
Oh, we do have the cell, yeah. Killing him sounds a lot better, though, in my honest opinion.
It does.
What's over there?
I am. And this raspy voice wafts down the room to you. The wayward children at last.
All right, then.
I really wanted to punch Martin more, but I can go punch somebody else. Is he still just hiding in the shadows? Can I just still not see a person over there?
You can hear it now. The steps thumping towards you. And as little bits of this little lampshade, like nightstand lampshade, yellow light, hit more and more of the creature, you can see it rising out of the darkness. It is this darkened figure that stands almost the height of the room, a full 8 feet.
That's tall.
Long arms extend down to its knees. And a completely bald head on one side and long blonde hair on the other trail down its back. You are to be brought home.
Can I shoot?
Start blast.
Abs started blessed.
Finally, a worthy fucking challenger. He looks like he can throw hands. I'm so hurt, guys. I'm so hurt still.
I got 3 successes. All 3 successes.
Okay. You know what? Not gonna dignify that with a response. Is this thing's answer?
The broadside of a barn. We got this.
Yeah, he's big.
He's big. Big boy.
You can't miss.
I'm gonna have to activate some abilities, my dudes. I'm worried this guy can punch. He has such long arms. What does he do with those arms? Punch. He's got.
So the first round sails into the room, and that red glow, you remember, casts its light on everyone in the room, and it connects with this creature's shoulder and sizzles.
I forgot. Forgot we had good bullets.
There's a jerk back in its shoulder, but it continues on. You are only making this worse for yourselves.
It already feels pretty fucking bad. I don't know. I don't know if we could actually make it that much worse, to be honest. If you leave this corner, Martin, I will dedicate the rest of my life to finding you and taking a limb each time I do. But I feel like I gotta go punch this. You stay in this fucking corner. And if you want to help, maybe I'll let you keep one of your limbs. Yeah?
Okay.
You can pick which limb. I'll let you pick. Lucky day. I mean, if we're shooting this guy, I'm gonna go throw hands.
Okay. Let the hand throwing begin.
I should have eaten something. That should have happened. I don't know if he's gonna do aggravated damage or not, but we're gonna learn. Three, one. Oh, that's what we like to see. Oh my god, there's so much dice happening over there. Guys, I'm gonna die. It's been real. So I rolled 4 successes and a messy crit. So 4, 5, 6, 8 successes.
Tear one of those stupid long arms off.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if I don't die in the process, I'll gladly take a limb.
I might have to go get one of those assault rifles with how big this thing is.
Yeah, he's a big boy and he seems to know who we are, and that means he has to lose all his limbs.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mary, currently fighting BRB.
Okay, so you you take this door and lower your shoulder and charge into the beast, and hit it. It is like a brick wall. You hit it and absolutely stop, and that is not something that's happened to you this week.
This is humbling.
The door being between the two of you is absolutely destroyed.
Mm.
It explodes in particle board, like a particle board pinata. But the creature seems to be getting the worst of it.
Mm.
The wood explodes like shrapnel around it, tearing up little bits of its skin. Iris.
Yeah, I'm gonna go run and get an assault rifle.
Thanks, team.
Iris, you run back out of the hallway, and you do the classic American scene from the movie, like it makes all the gun noises in the hallway. And you turn back to look, and we go back to the top of the round. And Iris, so you have a power that I think is very poorly described in the book.
Which one?
Fleetness.
The one that lets me go really fast.
Yeah. So I think what they really meant to say is that you have control over which phase you go in.
Okay.
Meaning, and that's not relevant right now because, well, it is relevant actually because Jillian or Tyrion and the creature will be going first as they are in melee combat already.
Mm.
If I can run as fast as possible and like just have the gun near his head and shoot it, that'd be great. That's my favorite place to shoot from. You know,
you can choose what the timing is of it, regardless of your situation. Is what I think it ought to be, and I think that's what they meant to say. So you can go in this round.
I would like to go as soon as possible since Tyr is so hurt.
Yeah, I forgot. Forgot I'm doing poorly.
So I will do a rouse check to be able to do that.
Fire away. It is very large, but also there is a tier in the way.
Yeah. What am I using?
Don't kill me.
Firearms.
Dexterity for this first one.
Dexterity. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna use a willpower. That gets me up to 4 successes.
That same red glow
Nice.
lights up the room. Around stitches up the side of the creature. And it hisses right in Tyr's face.
Ugh.
Doesn't smell good. And we go to Tyr versus the creature, round 2, this time with no door in the way.
Got something in my bones is a little nervous. I think I'm gonna do Defy Bane.
Okay.
That feels good in this moment. Rouse check is fine. And I'm gonna throw hands. Ooh, another messy critical. I don't know if I wanted this one. I liked it with the door. 1, 2. I'm gonna use a willpower.
Okay.
I want to win. Me want win. So these are my successes. I'm gonna put them over there, and then take out the hunger dice and re-roll these 3. That's fine. 2 successes and the messy critical. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 successes.
The creature seizes Tyr by the throat.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Tyr, you're able to drive your left arm down into its elbow, and you feel it give just a little bit harder, and you would have snapped that thing, but not quite enough.
Damn.
And it bites into Tyr.
Holy shit. Oh no, Princess, you still over there. This is fine. I'll be up here.
Are you still handcuffed, right?
I am still handcuffed to Princess.
Ash is just
He's chilling.
he's just-
I thought you were part of the team.
Hey, spooky. Yeah, this dude bite me.
so that is normally 2 points of aggravated damage.
Hoo-hoo. What is it now? That's
What is your defy?
1 or 2 points of, and I have squint.
Yeah, I have to make sure. I think it's just your. I think it might be minus your fortitude, so I think you might be taking nothing, but we'll see.
Fangs very dull. Feel nothing.
Yeah. So you just take superficial damage.
Cool.
So you take
How much?
2 superficial damage.
Okay.
It's a little bit special in that it may not be healed this scene.
Gotcha. A wee bit special. I feel like I'm back where I was, you know? I feel like I'm almost back where I started. Poorly. Cool.
Jorgen, you are up. And this thing has Tyr, Ashley, and Ashley, really. Lift it up.
Both of us.
Can I go in and get close so that I'll be better at hitting with this assault rifle?
Yeah. Why don't we say this? If you have to move and shoot, it's dexterity. If you're in position, it's composure.
They're the same. So I'll move and shoot and get close and
Okay. Stick this gun barrel in there.
yeah.
So I'm going to say you no longer have any possibility of hitting Tyr.
Yeah, that's what I don't want.
I'm not doing good. Don't hit me.
But I did only get 1 success.
You got willpower?
I could only get a max of 2 success. So I think I'll save this willpower
Yeah, you fine.
for now.
That's a good. I accept that answer. Thank you.
You try to raise the rifle up and point it straight at the beast's head and pull the trigger, but you lose your nerve halfway up and fire into its abdomen. It hisses at you. It didn't look like that affected it very much.
I'm too afraid to hiss back, so that's it.
So we come back to the top of the round.
Fucking princess. He doesn't need to participate. It's fine. Thought we were friends. We shared a closet. I'm fine. I'm not hurt.
Iris, you are the one that gets to decide the order of going.
If I'm already right there, I'll still be able to shoot it in the head. I'm okay going when I would without doing the rouse check.
Okay.
But I do want to yell at Ashley before.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "You're part of this team. Help out."
Okay. Ashley just returns to you like wild-eyed in his gaze. Run, you fool!
I can't. We can't run, Ashley. Not you and me. We can't run.
So you are going the normal. So you and Jorgen are going last together after the melee takes place. Tyr, you can feel Ashley struggling to pull away.
Yeah. Well, I can't really worry about Ashley right now. He can figure out how to get himself free. Or drag my limp body.
He was kind of like cooperating up until he gathered his wits and made a decision just now. It's a little bit difficult to fight now.
Okay.
Not you can make do, but
it's harder. here's some bullshit. Tell me if it work. I want stupid Ashley. Can I just gonna fling him, but if it flings him, it flings him. Can I pull against the cuff that he is pulling to hopefully break it and then like swing with that hand? Like to just try and two birds, one stone it. And punch this guy in the head so he stops.
He's gonna run away and leave. Like he's gonna run away.
I physically can't. I can't leave. You guys could leave. Me and this dude can hang out.
Yeah, stay. If you're going to Ashley going down.
Yeah, if Ashley's gonna be a pain in my ass, I don't want to be cuffed to him anymore. And if he ruins my life, I find him. This is what it has to be. Throwing hands.
Yes, you may attempt this.
Ability throw hands.
Ability throw hands.
I'm tempted to just take the fucking damage this time because I'm almost out of superficial damage. Ooh, there we go. Oh, please break his arm. Oh man. Oh geez, Louise. Okay. A non-messy critical. 4 successes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 again. Looked cooler this time without the messy critical.
You look back at the beast as you are held by the throat and raise your left hook that's attached to Ashley, and as soon as the chains go taut, they snap. And your fist plows into the side of this beast's face. But its claw was always around your throat.
Yeah.
I
understand.
Yeah.
It's fine. I understand.
Your fist plows into its face, and you feel the structures, whatever's in there, give way under your fist. So how many successes was that total?
8.
8. Okay. That's good.
Oh, good. Thank you. Any less, we'd be having a problem. It's already a problem. Listen, if you guys got to run, I valued our friendship.
You make sure I'm doing this right.
Double checking how much health I have again.
Okay. So you're going to take 6 superficial damage.
Okay, that's going straight into aggravated.
And you do not have it. So
Okay.
take all of the 6.
Okay, so I'm going to take 1. So you said this was superficial, so I take 1 more superficial damage, and then 5 big bad boy damage.
Yeah, that would be the case if you only had 1 left.
Yeah, I did. I believe so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, I got 1 more block left, boys.
Oh no.
1 more block. This is where we are currently. You're probably wondering how I got here. Listen, this seems
I
like
don't know. Like, I thought I would be the one making stupid actions this
I have
session,
to say, I
but
can't even make fun of you now. Like, I can't make fun of you for any of that Lydia stuff now because I'm gonna die. Listen, this is how Tyr would want to go, and she's not gonna run away. I don't think so. It has to be what it has to be, boys. Unless you guys could convince her, but she can't go anywhere. So
I feel like this thing's just gonna kidnap all of you guys.
we
That's
die
what's
like
gonna happen.
heroes. Do at least
Yeah.
Tyr will try to die like a hero.
It does kind of look like the Bagmen from Bloodborne.
Ooh, how
That's what it
fun!
Great.
Could be
Yeah.
it could bag you guys. So then it is Jorgen and Iris's turn to run or light this thing up.
Jorgen will try again to light it up from close range.
Same. I can run fast, so
Yeah.
I
But this-
will use a willpower.
but this time it's composure, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's gross.
2 successes for me.
That's a whole one. One
Okay, guys.
success.
Are you sure you do not want to use a willpower, Iris?
That was on the black die, and the other two are red. So
Okay. All right.
You guys should run.
Jorgen, you dispense some more red hot American justice into this large creature. And it's now got several craters in its midsection that are all smoking. Each time you pull the trigger, the whole room just flashes red. It's hurt and pissed, and it's taking it all out on Tyr's throat.
yeah,
It's better than y'all's soft bodies. It's okay.
It is. It's better than that.
It's better than y'all. Better
one
meat
bite
than
would
y'all.
kill us. So
You guys should truly run. Are we back at the top?
We are back at the top.
So I accept where this is leading. That's fine. Inevitable. Am I still able to throw one last hands in this altercation with this man? Do I have enough in me?
Oh yeah, you are going
Oh.
until the last red thing is full. You are a vampire doing vampire stuff.
Only just a moment more, boys. You can feel the sweet embrace of darkness coming. I am going to stop trying to break, per se, and I would love to try and take out the eyes. I know that these assholes have to get out of here, and if this guy can't see, they have a better chance. So I'm going to aim for the eyes.
Okay. All right. That is a called shot, so it's just a 2 success penalty.
Okay. And I still got a willpower, so we'll see if we're using that today. Probably. I want to give it my best shot. It doesn't matter what I roll, I'm using that willpower. Let's put these off to the side. This is nice. This is a good way to go. If I can go out with successes on all of my dice, I will be the happiest boy in town. Last willpower. So close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only failed on one dice. I have no willpower left.
With your left hand, you last round drove it into the side of the creature's mouth. And then you felt your throat almost being removed surgically. And realized this is probably the last move you'll make. Your left hand grips the side of the creature's face, holds it steady, hooking your thumb up into its jaw, and your right hand drives down from the top, thumb extended directly into its eyes. And you're able to get in 2 solid jabs as it recoils and screams. Still, nothing was done about the grasp on your throat.
Yeah.
That decision was never made.
No.
It finishes the job, crushing your windpipe and hurling you against the wall. You are down.
Torpor, baby. Is that what this is? Or is it the true death?
No, it's
Alright.
just torpor.
Cool.
It's torpor.
Is that torpor thing? Yeah. I'll rest for a bit.
You get murdered when someone deliberately decides to murder you.
Yeah.
And back to the gunman.
I got 3 successes.
It did, right?
I wish it was a crit, but
You guys could really use one of those.
we really could.
Iris, you want to go as well? Or go ahead.
I want. Is it blind now?
It is.
So steak punch might be the time. It might be time for steak punch.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean you're absolutely right. This is
Blind, this is the time for steak punch.
This is indeed possible.
What would I roll for steak punch?
Well, it's. I'll give you dexterity. Melee is what it is actually.
Okay, that's 4 dice then. We'll try. Okay. I will use my willpower. The last one. Okay, that puts it at 4. 4 successes.
Ooh.
That's better than I thought.
You lunge at it, and it catches your arm on the way in. Those gorilla limbs are just too long for you to reach past it.
His arms
You
were
are-
too long.
You look up at this thing and you feel now that you are a toddler fighting an adult. Even if you give a toddler a knife, how often does that work out for the toddler?
It's always an accident.
Yeah.
No hurt feelings on my end, guys.
Steak didn't work. I'm sorry.
No
You're
apologies.
all gonna get kidnapped.
Y'all should run.
No, I'll be trying. I don't want
All
it
right.
to catch me.
We're gonna do we do something fun here.
Ooh. Fun for who?
Ashley sees Tyr hit the side of the wall and crumple, and realizes that this is a losing fight, and he's got to find some way to bolt or pick a side. He looks up at this towering creature, meets its gaze, and opens his throat. Go back to the hole you came from. And his voice echoes through the room. Iris, I'm going to need you to pick up 8 dice.
All right. I'm going to have to re-roll a couple because I don't have that many.
Jorgen, I'm going to need you to pick up 7 dice.
You guys got this.
I got 5 successes.
I got 4.
Uh-oh.
Both of you spend a willpower.
Oh boy.
I
From
don't.
No,
I
don't
don't-
don't your character spend a willpower.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Somebody else's willpower.
6 successes. Oh wait. Roll another. 6 successes. We're good.
That put me up to 6.
The creature returns his gaze, and gas just kind of escapes its mouth, slowly hissing. It is a high-pitched, long sigh. Its gaze goes to Martin. Come, child. Martin scrambles to his feet. And the creature starts walking towards the door. Martin in tow.
Is the man that Martin was eating still alive?
Just barely.
Well, then I will attempt to bring him over to Tyr and
Mhm.
put her mouth at his neck.
I'll help you drag the person.
Just bonking it again. Come on. Come on.
Open up!
Get up.
I'm assuming that the both of you allow Martin.
Screw
I'm
Martin.
not gonna stop him.
Wow.
Well, we can find him another time. We can hunt him down again. It's fine.
The two of them shamble off into the night. Tyr, you are in torpor, and you are being put in a truly awful situation of remaining so or taking this man's life.
This guy didn't do anything to me. I don't know him. God. Shouldn't feel like as much of a choice as it is. Yeah, I do it.
His heart gives out. You feel it, and that sustains you in a way that even a normal drink of blood does not. Go ahead and wipe out all your hunger.
Sweet.
Go to 0.
Love it. Love the whole neck being out of whack, though. Now, how much of this damage am I keeping? Like all of it? Some of it?
I mean, yeah, it persists. You can choose to
Yeah.
heal an aggravated damage if you. I mean, that would be that you must actually, if you want to be moving around, you must choose to.
Okay, is there enough to take from this guy to heal that aggravated damage?
So I'm wiping you back to 0. So you would say, "I am healing 1 aggravated damage," and then roll 3 dice, and then fill back in that many.
Okay. Not hungry for a split second, but we need to get one of these out of the way. One of them is a failure.
Okay.
1 hunger. 1 hunger. 1 less aggravated damage.
Your neck is a little better.
It just snaps into place just a little bit.
It's not the
Terrible
gape
snap, Dan.
is gone.
So I'm conscious.
You are conscious,
So I'm
And-
here.
and that is where we're going to leave it tonight.
Yeah.
It seems we're all kind of dumb, like as a team. That's the vibe I'm picking up on.
Thank you for joining us for this brutal episode of In the Last Remaining Light. This is Dice Cult Productions. We have many shows. They're all back on the air now. We have more than we've had recently. Monday nights we have Jillian leading us on the Backs of Gods, Norse-inspired D&D. Tell us about that.
Yeah, if you're interested in something a little different, we go live every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Currently, the party thinks they are being assaulted by ghosts that have possessed some bodies or something. They have no proof. They're just making assumptions about it and have a game plan to maybe deal with it. We'll see how it goes.
Tuesday nights is Legends of Theia, classic D&D 5e. I believe that they are perpetually in a cave and on the brink of death. I think that's how they live their lives. It's normal for them. And Wednesday nights are back on with a Monster of the Week show. Historical Monster of the Week. And I believe that they are hammering their way around a battleship right now.
Mm-hmm.
In a kill or be killed kind of situation.
The usual.
The usual. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We hope to see you around. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Bye.